Okay, hello to YouTube people. I'm still Calvin. I haven't been here for a while, so I wanted to make an update. I didn't really know what to say. I try to discount myself from anything that I might possibly belong to, years of practice and experience at excluding myself from everything, isolating, ducking, and dodging, and subterfuging, and all that stuff. But, yeah, so, what's the deal? Well, every other day, or just like, every other, or even during the same day at different time increments, depending on what kind of day I'm having, how tired I am, how hungry I am, whether it's raining or the sun's shining, I I think about transitioning. 1 second I'm like, yeah, man, I can do this no problem. I have to march on and be myself. Like, I'm playing beat the clock anymore. I need to do this. And then, an hour later or the next day, I can be like, oh shit, there's just no way in hell I'm going to be able to do this. Even though inside I want to, man. So the realization that I've been having is about how people, I've been letting people dissuade me, not because anybody's saying anything to me, but because I can't imagine, man, to transition. I keep trying to imagine, I don't know how I'm going to face other people. I'm not going to be able to face anybody, is what I'm thinking. And, it's kind of stupid, because I should already know that I'm, like, not really hidden now. Not, you know, but, I don't know what I think I'm going to miss. I'm thinking about, I texted my brother and asked him when he could hang out again, and this coming weekend. He said it was good for him, so I'm going to go hang out with him, and I think I'm going to talk to him about transitioning, and just ask him how he would feel. And it's not because, well, it may be in part because I'm approval seeking. Old habits die hard, but I can't spin around in my mind anymore. I really need to bounce off of him, I think, and kind of try to calibrate, like, where I'm at with that. See how I feel after that. I need some other indicator to gauge myself, and he might be a good one. I can't imagine him reacting unfavorably, because we're close. We've been that way for a long time. We're only a year apart. We had a lot of similar friends, and we ran around and beat it on each other, and played football, and he knows whether or not he knows, because he knows me probably more than anybody. So that'll be interesting. Hopefully I don't chicken out. The other person, my mom, she's a big stepping stone, stumbling block. And I don't know what it is that's so fearful about it. It's been like 30 years since I lived at home. I don't see her from month to month, and she's not that, like, in my life, and I don't, and she's married and divorced and remarried, and, like, I'm not even involved in her life. I don't even know what the bulk of her life extends to, except for our old family habits, which, you know, there's probably 5% of her life that I know now. I'm not involved in her, so why do I worry? She doesn't know 99% of what my life is like, so why am I worried about this small percentile about, like, what could happen if I decide to transition and move ahead? I've already been transitioning in some way, shape, or form for years, starting with, culminating in clothing and haircuts and whatever else I could think of, each step thinking that that would assuage me enough to be okay. And unfortunately, it never is enough. And actually, transitioning will probably not never be enough either. And hormones won't be enough. I'll never be, I'll never be a bio guy, and it'll never be perfected. Um, so why am I worried about that small percentile? If she disowns me, it's like, oh, so I'll miss 5% of whatever her whole life. I don't know, approval seeking. It just weirds me out so bad. And it's like I've spent years isolating and kind of laying back from situations because I can't ever be in interrelationships with people quite exactly the way I wanted to be, because I can't hang with the guys and just be the guys because one of the guys, because sooner or later they all try to hit on me. My name is um, um, no, I'm not going to tell you what my name is, but my name is one that I hear all kinds of stupid lines about. It's just ridiculous, so that spoils it. Uh, I I know plenty of women, but I can't be like totally friends with them either, because once it gets to a certain point, I'm like out of there, because I ain't having I can't play any female reindeer games. It just like sickens me to even imagine taking part. Fine for you, not for me. So I've been off in my own world a lot, primarily like making artwork and stuff, and solitary business. So the human strokes I get are all coming from uh, people at work, occasional interactions with my family. Um, and it's funny because I'm so worried about what those people think, but they aren't even really in my life. They're just glancing through superficially, and I'm so terrified about what they'll think. I keep trying to figure it out, and it's not figure-outable. And then the other terror I have is really my job, man. I work at the state mental hospital, and I'm part of the psychology department, and I'm surrounded by psychologists and psychiatrists and all kinds of this-ists, and literally I'm surrounded by madness. I mean, quite totally, literally surrounded by madness. So I'm trying to envision a scenario where I'm transitioning at that place and thinking, how the hell is this going to work out? The shrinks are all going to think I'm whacked, 'cause straight out of the DSM, and I'm imagining trying to go to work 1 week and then come back a couple of weeks later and be Calvin, and how I'm going to explain that to a bunch of schizophrenics. So